How we looking there? Righto, we're back on. Sorry for that interruption. No, you've done well there, Sam. I'll just come back a whisker there. You can come in now. There we go. Sorry, Carol's on.
Sorry, guys. Is that better?
Apologies.
Just let us know if that's better.
Can you hear us?
How you doing? Everyone hear us? Just give us updates, guys, so we know. I don't have the laptop here. Thanks, man. Nitrous for you, brother.
Scotty Harker and Carol.
Brock, how you doing, man?
You did well, Simon. What are these eating?
I don't know. What are you eating?
What are these? Greek local mothers.
It's got the Greek flag.
Labels.
See that? Thank you, Jenny. We need sustenance.
Sure, Justin's a big fan of those.
What am I drinking? You guys choose Coopers or Corona.
Not bad.
There's a bottle. That's for Krieger,
Scotty
Carol,
Harker.
and Scotty Harker. That bottle there.
Simon.
Speciality said much better. He's Pro Speed, so Pro Speed.
Pro Speed, thanks for the update there, champ.
No one told me what beer I'm drinking. I'm going to crack open a Cooper's.
I'm bringing George's River's Finest, which is tap water. It's a river local, but anyway. All right.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for joining us. So there's about 30 people, so we'll probably kick it off. So the agenda tonight, it's an action-packed show this evening. Barrelos has got some inside scoops at the moment that we'll be talking about with Donald. There's a mystery guest that's going to come on. So we're going to cover off, I think it's flash scores around the time boards, we call it. Flash scores around the time boards. So we're going to have Scotty Harker join us from the Kenda series to talk all things Kenda and radio racing in Australia and the events that just went down. Some awesome results, absolutely awesome results, man. I'm totally over the moon when it comes to what just happened in Queensland. Vic's going to then go over the list. So we're going to be covering the list like our own Street Outlaws list.
Yeah.
But for the radio guys, right? So if I do my hat like that, then I can be like Chief, yeah? But so we're going to cover that off. Then we've got the very famous now Jared Wood. So the history-making Jared Wood.
Absolutely, mate.
So he's now called the Jared Wood.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Jared Wood is going to join us as well. And we're going to talk about everything that Jared went through. And then the Donald Long is going to be on a bit later on tonight as well. So get your popcorn, grab your beers.
Grab your little mothers, your Greek honey balls. That sounds bad.
And buckle up because it's Operation Radial Freedom 4. And we want someone to create a theme song for us so we can play it at the beginning of every episode. So if you are creative, you can create us a theme song and we'll have you played at the start. So Scotty, give us a thumbs up if you're ready to come on, man. And we're going to talk all things Kenda and the flash scores around the time boards. Well, good evening, Troy. Costa, thanks, man. You can see the props, bit of everything here. Shout out to Muscle Car Sales as well, yeah? Scotty, let us know when you're ready, brother.
Yeah, Muscle Car Sales. The boys always giving us a big sponsor there and looking at possibly coming on board. I believe Chris was saying something about coming on with the next Kenda series there.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
There might be something coming up there. So
He's going to dip his hand in his pocket, mate?
yeah, he said, he'd like to be part of it. He's a big fan of the radio racing, so.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, Scotty's given us the thumbs up, and I think there's about 50 people on now. So there he is. Let's add Scotty Harker. And where is he? Add.
There we go.
Add. Connecting. Gee, there he is.
How are you, Scotty?
What's going on, boys?
How are you, mate?
Yeah, a bit refreshed after the right there. We had a week or two to recover now, so it's been good. I'm still living a bit of a high there with everything went on. It was a pretty successful weekend.
Are you that fresh?
You know, Hey?
Are you fresh enough for a
Yeah.
beer?
Yeah. Rum up here in Queensland, mate. It's what us nitrous guys drink.
Listen, I drank a beautiful rum the other night. It was called the Kraken. Have you tried that?
No, mate, there's nothing better than Bundy.
Oh,
Don't
fucking
get what
Queensland. I'm a
you
Queensland,
can't
so
get.
I can say that. No, it's all good. Mate, Scotty, thanks for joining us, mate. What an event. History in the making. I think you had your toes, your fingers and everything else crossed to have a safe event and one that was not rain interrupted. I think that was the most important side of it. Mate, firstly, congratulations to you and Justin on, I would say, one of the best radial races we've been to. It had that atmosphere, that Georgia-like atmosphere that I think you've been trying to replicate in Australia, mate. And what an amazing job you've done for the sport here, mate. So today we're going to call it flash scores around the time boards with the Kenda crew. And I think today we just wanted to highlight with you the winners and the shakers in each class, and just highlight a couple of the stories of the event, because there was a lot of them, some good, some bad. When I say bad, there was a lot of thrashing to happen, and some people really had to push every cent out of their wallet and every ounce of time that they had to make things happen. But yeah, sort of wanted to cover that off. I think Vic's going to go through some of the fastest guys with you and get your take on what you felt your event was all about for the radial ride.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, having to get this one off the ground now and get some feedback from the races and live and learn as we went to. You know, we're still learning, still young at this, and you know, plenty excited to try and get one going for next year, and maybe, you know, a few other things up our sleeves as well. So
yeah, cool. So all right, Vic, we're going to start off Radial Rebels, yeah?
Yeah, we'll start off with the Radial Rebels there. Classic Muscle Car Imports sponsored that class. Winner was Simon Krieger with the 457 at 161. And Terry Seng there, 446, 163. I'd also like to make a special mention to Perry Bullivant, who gave his spot up for this final. So there would be a paired side-by-side final with Jared Wood. So
tell us about
look, that
go on, Scotty.
Yeah, that what Perry did there was just incredible sportsmanship. You know, I mean, he could have gone in, staged the car, and got a runner-up money there. You know, in entitlement, but chose for the better of the sport to put the show on and let a paired pass happen for the fans that hung around and watched that. You know, and credit to the guy, he supports us for the last couple of years now, and not as only as a racer, a sponsor, and you know, we call him a mate in the series, like everyone that comes and runs with us. So for him to stand up and do that, that's a pretty good deal, and that just shows how tight the whole radial scene is in the country. You know what I mean? So definitely a credit to him, and not taking anything away from the other two guys that ran the final. That was a pretty good final by the numbers there. So
I just wanted to make a mention, and I wanted you to cover off a bit later, you know, just the trials and tribulations that Perry went through just to even get the car there to race day. Firstly,
yeah,
you know, whilst everyone's a fierce competitor in the radial scene, mate, and it is a tight circle, I think everyone was just really glad that Perry was safe after he was pushing pretty hard in testing to try and get that car ready with Con. And, mate, he had a bit of a mishap there and quite a bit of damage occurred to the vehicle. Can you cover off with us just the extent of that damage and just how serious it was? You know,
look, yeah, everyone sort of knew what happened there towards the end of the night. Once it was public knowledge, through the tail shaft out through the back hatch, and yeah, it could have been ugly. Could have taken Perry's head off had it gone a few inches the other way. But luckily, you know, it went out where it did, and you know, that team there's world-class team. They'd set it on any stage anywhere in the world, and to be able to turn that car around, the only thing they were missing was a tail shaft. We managed to get Kenny Ferguson from Hardy Spicer here in Brisbane to turn a new tail shaft out in about 4 hours for him, delivered it to the track. So, you know, Perry and Con and, you know, all the guys on their crew just put a stellar effort in. I don't think they even went to bed that night. And to back it up, a lot of guys would have probably thrown the towel in, but, you know, they pulled the spares out they needed to basically to rebuild that car and get back on track. And then to go 4-0s, you know, after what had gone on again, that just shows you, you know, those guys are contenders and we're chasing that 3. So, shame not to see them get it, but, you know, Jared Wood, you know, he put it together and made it happen. So I think that probably put the guys behind a little bit with Perry and them, but look, you can't take away what the effort and they put in, and all the crews and teams that were there for right. There was a lot of thrashing going on around the pits, that's for sure.
Absolutely, and again, credit to Perry and well done to Con and the Snickers team and Corey for really thrashing to get that car out there for race day. Was the number one contender moving up there. Jared, maybe he got it done, but Perry did definitely give it all he had, mate, and very admirable to try and race
sure, and,
for you guys. But
we all spoke the week before. There's probably 4 or 5 cars that were capable of dipping into the threes. It was just a matter of who could figure it out quickest. And look, Jared and their guys got it done in time. So.
Mate, absolutely. And please, we'd like to also congratulate you and Justin, because a nitrous car actually won the Radial Rebels thing.
Yeah,
mate. You see, that's how even the field is, mate. You've got to race to the final, and at the end of the day, that's what the radial scene brings. It brings parity. Okay, there's weight breaks here, there, and everywhere, but I don't think we got in deep into those weight breaks either. But man, that blue bottle there, it took the win. So again, congratulations to Craigs, man, for that, and again to nitrous. So we'll keep going through. Who else we got in those lists there?
We got Limited 275. That was sponsored by the Gazzard brothers there. The winner was Danny Busbridge, 467, 152. And runner-up, Simon O'Carroll, mate. He was flying as well, 457, 159.
Well
He's
done,
absolutely
Simon.
flying with that thing.
Man, that was beautiful.
I will say the low ET, that event was Mr. Cross, 447.
Oh, really?
173.
Shut up.
Yeah, good old Timmy Cross.
Yeah.
That thing just keeps doing laps, man. That's a bracket car, man.
Timmy's back, man. All right, well done, Timmy. Yeah. Awesome, man. The car's on fire. Obviously, look at that. That's pretty cool. So, what's next on the?
We've got Fan and Performance, Dino Outlaw 235. Favourite class of mine there. The winner was Jess Beckham, 542, 135, and the runner-up was Michael Della. Unfortunately, there was no time board on that one there.
What happened there, man?
Yeah. He got a bit excited, left before the beams, and red lit, and it didn't get him a time. Jesse, I think, went a 40 there. That's another nitrous car there. So that, he had 3 nitrous cars in the top 3 finals there. So that's some positive for that side of things. But yeah, unfortunately, he got a bit excited and rolled the beam and didn't get a time on it. So that car had been in the 550s, 560s, and it just showed you didn't need to be a 4-second car in that 235 class to make the finals.
Yeah.
Look, that's a class.
A to B again,
I think these blokes have well and truly retired me, mate, since I went to fours. But, these guys have really stepped it up. And honestly, man, it's good for the sport and good for everybody. But I will say, Michael Arnold went, I think it was a 487.
7 on the Thursday,
Yeah, on the Thursday, and he's really stepped his game there and got his shit together, man, and that's going. But the biggest one was the low ET and speed was Joey Bridge, 477, 154 on a 235.
235,
yeah.
Where did he come from? Where did he?
Look,
unbelievable.
He's obviously been that car, come back from the States. Right. They've been over there. They had an old, what Marvin told me was an old BFG tune-up from the original BFG series days back in the 90s there. So they just fired him what they knew would run on a street-style tyre with it, and it went down the track. So, look, there's Phil Penny in the 490s. Gazzard boys had a trying weekend. They still cracked into the 4s as well. So, there's 3 or 4 cars there deep into the 4s. You throw Victors amongst them. There's 5. It's going to be a tough class going forward next year, you know what I mean? So I'm interested to see how far those guys push those tyres. Some quick aspirated cars as well. You got, Grumsy's little HB went 46.
Correct.
With an aspirated small block.
Lee
Baxter.
He's making people look ordinary, eh?
Oh, yeah, it's all relevant, you know what I mean? It's a stout combo in that car. Shawnee Richardson, I think, dipped into the 70s or high 60s with his Ute. So, a lot of aspirated stuff running pretty quickly.
Mate, we got Justin Simpson. Justin, how are you, mate? We're speaking to your partner in crime here, mate, because apparently you've got a head for radio.
Yeah. Looks good behind a laptop.
So who else we got there in the flash scores around the time?
We got the Radial Renegade. That was sponsored by runner-up there, Simon O'Carroll. Winner was John Haley, 560, 122. And who we got here for the runner-up? Grant Bedrick, 556, 122. That was a 30-car field, so pretty cool.
Look, and that, again, shows that, you're quick on the tree, you can outrun the other guy in the other lane. And that couple of guys, Bedrick and Johnny Haley, I believe, are mates of each other. And that field there, those 30 guys are all pretty close and race regularly up here at Willowbank. So, to win on a hole shot's always a good feeling for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mate, what an event. You've obviously got everything down pat now with Radial Riot. And look, I know you haven't finalised everything for the 2019 calendar. Vic and I will be definitely plugging the Kenda Series all the way through, mate. We'll be racing the Kenda Series all the way through. We're very proud to support you, mate. And as I said, Victor's just announced today that Australian Muscle Car Sales is going to come on board and throw some money in the hat for the Kenda Series. I believe Speedy Diffs might be looking at
good
stuff. So, mate, the more sponsors that get involved, the more cash money there is. And, mate, it's all about the cash, boys. So if there's cash involved, mate, people are going to build cars. And I think everyone stepped it up, brother. Like, honestly.
The way things have changed, I look back from October 24th last year, that first event that sort of got rained out and then come back. And, I mean, in a matter of, 7, 8, 9 months, the amount of cars and the speeds and ETs and just the calibre of cars coming out now is my goodness, Jeez.
Yeah, for sure. You jump into that NOR class. Them guys there in the Radial Rumble. A whole heap of them boys drove in the front gate together. Cruised out the track with their streeters and threw their helmets and that on and went racing for the day. And it was pretty cool to see that. And we don't lose sight that those guys and those the Radial Rebels, the Renegade and the Rumble guys are our core guys. 30 plus cars in each field there.
100%.
That's some tough races just to make the final itself. You know what I mean?
Just on that Radial Rumble, that was sponsored by All Over Plant High, and just the winner for that was Rod Williams. He ran 6:48 at 95 mile, and the runner-up was James Woody Woodward, 6:62, 101, and there was a 33 car field, as you were saying. So yeah, everyone's getting involved and getting on the radials and getting to the event, so it's great.
So, Scotty, tell me, what was the total car count?
The final entry is about 146. We're still waiting to hear. I think it'd probably be about 130 or so that showed up, when you start adding the numbers up in the different fields. So
absolutely.
Yeah, it was good.
Absolutely, mate.
Good numbers there.
One person that we haven't talked about, and I think this person really brought it all home at the moment, and that was your special guest that you and Justin invested in. You realise the effort that the man puts into it, and that's Tyler Crosno. I believe that was the best radial track that I've probably seen in a very, very long time, even from Georgia. Vic, 100%. I mean, we've been to Georgia that many times, man. We've been all over the states. Scotty, I got to tell you, man, I saw you helping him on the start line. I saw Justin helping him on the start line, but that man, up and down for 3 days straight, man, getting that track ready from the testing all the way through to that day.
He was relentless. He didn't stop. Absolutely. He didn't sleep. He came to do a job and he did it again. You know what I mean? And he just took it to another level again.
Mate, and I think
for sure. Look,
go for it, Scotty. Every investment worth.
No, yeah, definitely. And Tyler's part of the crew. And he's Kenda through and through. And look, he'll be back next year, working on some dates. The weather probably caught us off a little bit. It wasn't meant to be that warm, and during the day the track there, like any track does, they go off. You know what I mean? Guys, did well. You see Grubby go a teen, and I think Perry run some O's in the heat. You know what I mean? So to say the track was no good from certain guys and bits and pieces like that, it just means more laps for these guys in those conditions. We're looking at some dates, maybe move it around a bit more into the cooler months again, and just really see what we can achieve with a proper Georgia style weather. You know what I mean? Where they run them in the cooler months of the year. So
absolutely. So I mean,
that
one there. If we get a cooler month, the February, sort of deal and see, what you guys can do on the calendar. We'll be supporting you all the way. But again, to yourself, Justin, Tyler Crosno, for everything you guys have done to get the radial scene off the ground, mate. I think now it's just a matter of how you're going to tame the beast and really push the crowds to come in as well. And who knows, might be a 2-day race in the forthcoming future.
Yeah, for sure. It's just small steps like we always do. We had pretty good crowd attendance, over 1,000 odd spectators turn up. So that for the first one, that was our sort of goals, you know what I mean, to reach the 100 plus entries and 1,000 plus spectators. It's still new in this country, radial racing. And just growing what we do as a show. So there's entertainment value for the crowd too. They obviously radial sort of things. Prep can be a little bit time consuming, but we chose to go down that route to give the racers the best possible chance to run PBs every time they hit the track. So
absolutely, and I don't think that
around the show.
Tyler's one of the best in the world at track prep, and again, congratulations to him, mate. Scotty, and just while we're on that, I believe that you've done something very different, and that was for one more category that wasn't mentioned, and that was the motorbikes, mate.
Yeah, for sure. Look, there's a good close group of guys up here. I grew up around bikes, the drag side of things. The old man started on the bikes, so for me it was natural to try and get them guys involved. Brendan Gosbell and Rowan Lynn have really been pushing the scene up here to try and get some bikes on radials. And yeah, we ended up, I think, with about 9 bikes there on the day, mixed of aspirated and boosted stuff. So it was a really good mix to see what
who was the
turned
winner
up.
in the class there, Vic?
Yeah, the sponsor was Pro Cycle for the Radial Rockets, and the winner was Michael Beaton, 555, 125. And runner-up was Chris Collins, 589, 129. Both aspirated bikes too, and the lowest ET was Rowan Lynn, 483, with a massive 151 mile an hour there. So
absolutely flying, boys. So again, well done for giving them an outlet as well, Scotty. When do you think we can have the calendar confirmed, mate? Because I know a lot of guys are either looking to buy some cars from the States or fucking stepping up their programs, mate. So,
look, yeah, Justin and I have been working on that probably the last 2 weeks since Wright's, been run and done. We've been trying to get some dates prior to Wright, But look, still working on that at this stage. Hopefully, end of the month, early next month, we should have some more idea of where we actually want to. We've got some rough dates sketched out, but until we get it locked in, there's no point throwing them around. But obviously looking at a few options there, whether we travel, whether we keep it up in Queensland. We've been talking to the races and bits and pieces on what we need to do. Look, we've got to be wary too. Pro Radial, there's 4 or 5 rounds next year for those guys. Not everyone runs it, but obviously we've got to keep in mind the guys that run that. We don't want to burn them out and have them doing 10 or 12 race events for the year and then trying to pick which one to go to. So very wary of guys' budgets and turnaround times as well. So it's
absolutely. And Justin's just on it, so we know that you guys are working hard behind the scenes, mate. And again, congratulations to you and Justin, mate. You've taken on a behemoth. I think you've wrestled the animal, and now it's just a matter of making sure that it's living and breathing well. So at the end of the day, mate, all the races are there to support you. Huge crowd of racers. We'll get the crowds there as well to really pump it up. And mate, like I said, mate, we should be proud of what you've done, and to give Jared Wood the opportunity to run what he did, mate. History's been made, mate. That's it. As Victor says, no one remembers who came second. So at the end of the day, mate, he's the first 3. And mate, congratulations to him. We're going to have him on probably about the next 5-6 minutes anyway. So hopefully you'll enjoy that interview. But yeah, thanks, Scotty.
For sure.
Thanks, Scotty, for your time. Yeah.
There's obviously one more barrier, the 200 deal. We've got to try and work out who's going to snavel that. So
unofficially, we know who did that. But anyway.
Well, it's unofficial. So it doesn't mean it's official at the end of the day. And look, it was disappointing. But same token, the 200's still on the table. And absolutely. Whether we can rustle something up there to make that worthwhile for the guys to chase that, it's still a milestone to tick off on the list there that we'd like to try and put in the Kenda ring as well. So
absolutely. So that's still on the cards there. What's the payout left for the 200?
Well, it was $2,000. We might see what we can do there and see if we can rustle up a few more bucks, make it worthwhile for everyone to have a bit more of a swing at it. It's you never know what's around the corner and what sponsors we can get into to try and pump that up. So
well, we're working on them. But if anyone's got a company that wants to dip in about $5-6 for the winner of the 200 mile, you're on the feed, man. Just reach out to Scotty Harker and drop that money in the bank account, man. Let's make it happen. So 200 mile an hour still up for grabs. Well, officially anyway.
That's it. Look, I just want to thank.
That's it, man.
Yeah. I want to thank Daniel Farris too for coming out. That was a last minute deal. Kyle for entrusting us and entrusting him to drive the car. That's a big call, build a new car and put someone you hadn't met in the car before. Obviously, we know who he is through the radial scene, but to get a guy down here and short notice like we did, we really appreciate it. And look, he's another one that's joined the Kenda family at the end of the day. And Shane T, coming out to tune that car, that just shows the sort of world-class deal that they are. Those two together. Obviously, they raced back home in the US with the Lexus and bits and pieces there. But to see them working together here and, the 6 Boost crew, JW guys, thrashing to get that car to the track, it was a last-minute deal, but they got it done. And, it's going to be one to watch next year if that car hangs around here and tries to beat up on a few of the boys here. So.
Well, mate, we were part of that scenario there, and mate, you spoke very well. Justin and Kyle got together, mate. 2 of the big minds up there in Queensland. I definitely think they're front runners on the radial scene, and they got together, put something together that most people probably wouldn't have attempted to do it in such a short time frame. Mate,
sure, yeah.
Shane T, one of the best in the world. I don't need to say anything about him. Everyone knows who he is. And then Daniel Farris, mate, one of the best radial racers we've ever seen. Came and they put the whole deal together. So again, thank you for making part of that happen, and well done to Kyle and Justin for their bit as well. But
Congrats and kudos to everybody, mate.
absolutely, but congratulations to all the races as well, because 146 entrants, unbelievable for radial racing in Australia.
Yep. Yeah, that was 30 odd grand in prize money all up to. It's it was good to see the races hang around there towards the end of the night for the presentations, and it shows the atmosphere and the growth and the strength in the series. So we just appreciate the support from the fans, racers, and sponsors, and allow us to drive the ship and do what we do. So hopefully we make 2019 a bigger year again, and see where we go from here.
Well, looking forward to putting some dates up there and confirming all that. And like I said, I think everybody's very, very keen for the next one. And I think, it'll be bigger again. So
Justin said you need to put the lamb on again.
Put the lamb, the lamb's always on it, mate. Don't worry about that. Lamb backstrap to the front.
The Souvlaki boy sponsoring Victor, so we'll get.
You're going to have to, mate. Got shares in that bloody joint.
Put him under the bus now, man. But yeah, no, awesome. So, Scotty, thanks again, man. And thank you for your time away from your family. We appreciate that. We're going to get stuck into the list and bring on the Jared Wood in a few moments. So, again, thanks, Scotty, for your time, man.
Thank you.
Anytime, guys. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks again, mate. Thank you.
See you then.
So, guys, there you've got it. That's Scotty Harker there, man. You've got to support the Kenda Series. Radial Riot just finished, and what an event. Again, Justin and Scotty, thank you, man. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for making things happen for us and as racers. And at the moment, we're about to move into the next segment of the day, which is the list. So I've got to look like Chief now.
You look like Chief. So I think we've lost a little bit of lighting now. We're coming across a bit darker there, or what's happening?
We all good there?
What happened there? You lost some resolution. There you go.
So now I'm Chief now.
A little bit lower on the hat, brother.
Yeah, we're going to go lower?
A bit lower, man. Yeah, that's it.
Is that Chief now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now we're going to go.
Oh, man. Here we go. We've got a few things.
Hold on. Where's the list? Where's the fucking list here? Hold on.
Which list are we looking for, man?
We're going to go for the top 20 8th mile outlaw.
Yeah. All right. We're good for that.
Okay. Who's number one on the list?
Yeah. None other. The Jared Wood. He ran the 399.
Woo!
He came down. He got it done with the Kevin Mullins, man.
History in the making. The Jared Wood, man.
Jeez. We'll talk to him very shortly.
Who's number two? Who's got the 2 spot? Who's the chaser?
Perry Snickers Boulevard.
The Snickers man, Boulevard.
The Snickers man. 40497. Boy, did he throw everything at it.
Absolutely everything. And the kitchen
The
sink.
4-0 man.
Oh, man.
The 4-0 man. Oh, man,
man.
yeah.
Ah.
Number 3, Wade Wagstaff.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't even here to contest that.
No, he was in person, though. He was there.
No,
We had
he
a
was
quick
here,
chat,
but the
mate.
car
He's
wasn't here. The
Well,
car.
he'll be doing some other things over there very shortly.
He wants to do his guest appearances there in the US.
He does. I think the car's been on a bit of an expedition. It's been all over the world.
We
but
heard
anyway.
that, but wait, we're glad everything's safe and the car's there now, man. So
Exactly.
who's 4 on the list?
4, we've got Matthew. We've got, Matty Grabisa there.
Matty
Didn't he
Grubby.
come,
I
didn't he
swear
come
to
out of
God, I
nowhere?
love that car, Grubby. That's Big Chief telling you he loves the car.
41396. Well done, Matty.
Big Chief.
Big stuff there, mate. Sean Hale,
Oh, yeah.
a 417.
I'm very happy for Sean. Very happy.
Mark
Well done.
Leake,
Oh, yeah. That was a good
429.
run.
Number 7, down south of the border, the Mexican, Sticks Kaladzakis.
Oh, did you have Souvlaki power there, Sticks?
He had something on there. He's back a 430 there, so he's getting it going. Number 8, none other than the Nicky Hepburn.
Woo!
Australia's fastest, well, not Australia's, the world's fastest
Indoor radio,
car.
yeah.
So
I'm going to put it out there, man. I told her to race that event because the thing made 2,000 horsepower.
yeah, we should have
It
done
did
a
it
couple of
soft,
60 footers
Justin.
there.
Turn it up, mate. You're weak, mate. Turn it up.
Yeah, well, get over there, and I'm sure they're going to do some
Yeah,
damage.
take on the Puerto Ricans. Lanani, you're finished. Finished.
The Nicky Hepburn. How about that, huh?
Who's next?
By the way, did I mention 6 cylinders, half the capacity, 1 turbo? But I won't get into that.
Yeah.
Number 9, Dale Helia, 434 there.
Awesome, Dale. Good stuff, man.
Number 10, Profab and Foster, who he's bought the old Joe Gauchi Cortina there, 435.
Awesome.
Number 11, Scott Hipwell, 435 as well. Number 12, Stu Henry,
Yeah.
435. They're all bunched up here. Only the mile an hour separates them. 13, we've got Todd Knight with a 436. 14, Daniel Nunzianti, 438, 178. Where are you, Daniel?
Daniel,
I know you're
no,
coming.
no, he's on the feed.
Happening.
He's on the feed.
We know he's on the feed, but where is he?
Listen, you
Something's
tell
happening.
those brooders to bring the pain, brother. Bring the pain. There are contenders everywhere, man. You better get your ass out here. You've been out of the scene for a few years now. Just getting everything sorted, mate. And family first, brother. We know that, but it's not the same without you, mate. So
I will say this: Australia's first 6-second radial car. You can't take that away from the guy.
game, set, and match, man.
Done.
No
It's
one
been
remembers
done. That was
second
history,
base.
mate.
That's it. You did it, man.
Good on you, mate.
We're always going to support you, brother. You know that. But we're looking forward to the new car coming out. I know you've got Burnsy working on that feverishly, and he's working on Campo's thing at the same time too. So that shop's pretty busy. But looking forward to you coming out, brother.
15, we've got James Oren with a 438.
Yep.
16, Nathan Ferrugia, 443. I believe big block for that guy now.
Oh yeah.
17, Craig Hewitt, 444. Terry Sang with a 446. Tim Cross with a 447. And Simon Krieger rounds up the top 20. 447. Nitrous cars, well, to the front.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to see if our guest, Mr. The Jared Wood, is online. So
Let's look, he may be trying to plug up there.
let's get him. I know he's at work. There he is.
Add him on. We'll see if we can get the Jared Wood on there and he can give us a bit of an update what happened with him. Gee, didn't they work hard those last 3-4 days there with Kevin Mullins. Wow. Like I said, just on the last feed, there would be a number of cars doing it. Well, I'm not eating my words. Someone did do
There's
it.
only one that did it.
Perry Bullivant was there, so,
Yeah, fair
you know,
enough.
and let's not go into that other Kyle Hop deal where, you know, hey, the boards didn't light up, but it ain't going to matter when someone goes an 80. I'll leave you with that. You can say it's big, but no, mate, it is. It is.
Well,
It's,
we're just waiting for the Jared Wood to join the live feed. We're just trying to add him. He's at work, so he's just trying to come back on. So
He's adding on there.
I'll just close him off. I'll wait for him to come back. He said lost ya.
Lost you. All right.
There's a message there. Can you read it? Lost ya.
There it is.
Okay, so we're waiting for the Jared Wood to join us. First 3-second pass on the radials, mate. Absolutely unbelievable. History has been made in Australia. That car, very famous car, one that I know is near and dear to your heart.
Oh, absolutely, mate. You know,
Mr. Kevin Mullins.
The Kevin Mullins, mate. What a champion of the game. You know, one lights out a few years back. You know, was running in the teens when everyone was running 20s. You know, and yeah, run the 200 plus mile as well, and got it done. But he's is he coming on there? He's trying to come on, but as I said, yeah, Kevin Mullins came under, and it was, I think, his second time over, and gee, mate, the guy's got it done, but gee, didn't they work hard for it? But hey, it's done, and no one can take that away from you. Meanwhile, is he coming on? What's going on here?
We're just waiting. I think he got on from his computer. So, guys, if you want to come on the live feed, make sure you're not on your computer because we can't bring you on. So I've just told Claire and Jared to get on their mobile phone so we can bring them on.
Correct, we had this last night.
We've experienced this before. So we're waiting there. So we're going to interview Jared Wood about everything Radial Ride and the feeling that he got from running that 3-second pass. That'll be absolutely amazing. And then after that, we've got the Donald Long on.
Yes, we do. We've got Tomo there having a big laugh and a chuckle.
Who's having a laugh?
Craig Thompson.
Are you
there.
laughing because I look like Chief or what?
Maybe he wants the big radial tyre and the
He
big
wants
chain
the
and
radial tyre,
the
okay,
big
fair enough.
artillery.
He's still getting up on boost. Who's still getting up on boost, Scotty? The internet isn't that flash in Mackay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but he's fast enough.
There and Jared, there he is.
All right, he said
Here we
invite
go.
him.
The Jared Woods.
I
Here
can't
we go.
invite him. Can you see that? I can't invite you, man.
Yeah. Just try and get back on there. Get on your phone. Try and log on. Do something. We need to speak to you. Scott Harker, the Jared Wood. Craig Tomo is laughing. Yep. Ha ha ha. He's still laughing. Jeez. Yeah. By the way, his missus is overseas at drag week with Cole Hop there, so that'll be pretty interesting how they get on over there.
Well, what's going on there? They're doing drag week.
Drag week, mate. Drag
So
week.
what's that all about?
That, geez, you got to be pretty full on to go there and do that. That takes a certain breed, mate. You know, drive track to track, 600 mile, 800 miles, whatever it is, lap your car and move on. It's pretty high attrition rate, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens over there.
Okay, hold on.
Here we go.
Hold on.
We've got Mr. V.
Let's see.
V Wood coming on now. Here we go. Second time.
It says adding.
Please come on.
Connecting.
Here we go.
Hey,
Yay!
You got Big Chief in the house, man.
boom, motherfuckers.
Boom! What's it feel like to be in the history books, brother?
Oh, on top of the world, eh?
Yeah, kid, yeah. So listen, Jared, firstly, congratulations, man, for me and Victor, mate. Obviously, we came and saw you that night. Very, very elated for you, mate. But you are the fastest man in the country on radials. Full stop. All the haters, you know where to go. And, mate, we salute you for what you achieved. And what we want to do with you, Jared, is I don't think a lot of people know what you went through on that weekend to run that pass. I don't think many people know. Maybe a few of us that are part of the scene might know, but I don't think the general public knows what you, your team, your wife, and all your families went through just to race on the day and then to run that number. So you are here today, man, to tell the world everything you went through. We want to know. We want you to create the story, man, of how the Jared Woods was created.
We pretty much just busted our asses like niggers, man. Yeah, we had to change motors on Thursday night. And then Friday, we ripped the heads off and honed the block, put new pistons in. And then come out Saturday, first pass, went 410. Yeah, and then had a couple little mishaps and then come out against Perry. And if that front had stayed down, that would have been our 3 there.
Right.
And then come back around and check, make sure everything was good. And yeah, that fucker was rolling. So,
Tell me, the Jared Woods. I was lucky enough to chat to you a couple of days, earlier in the day and the day previously, and you guys started getting on top of things there, and obviously you ran the 410, and then I was lucky enough to be behind the car when it did that power wheelie, and then I was lucky enough to be behind him when you come out and run the 399. Tell me, what did it feel like when you let go? Did you think you had it in the bag? What was going through your mind?
Oh, not really, eh? The car goes straight. Like, the front wheels aren't even on the road, so it's a whole lot easier to drive than the Ute. It felt fast, but, yeah, Kevin just had that thing rolling.
So when you got up to the start line after you'd gone through the hell the night before, no sleep, everyone was running on adrenaline. People were probably writing you off from day one. And I don't know if you saw our last feed, Jared, but we actually said that you were the underdog because we've seen your car run. We know exactly who's involved with your car. We are very good friends with Kevin and Laura Mullins and big fans of them. We've helped crew with them in Georgia, so we know exactly what that car was capable of. When you rolled up before that pass, what was the team talk? Was it, look, we're just going to fucking send it, and we wound it up to Kingdom Come and see what happens on the Hollywood Pass? What was going through your head when you were strapped in and you were about to hit the trans brake on that pass?
That was the plan on the last pass. Send that motherfucker. That's what I did. Boom, 399.
Absolutely, man. And did that feel, was that sweet Georgia carrying me home there, man? She was trucking from the mid track there that just started picking up at the 330, man. You could see that thing had disappeared. I gather that's where Kevin gave it the old Georgia heave ho and wound all that boost straight through that bitch. But anyway, that must have felt like a badass ride there. Now, did you have a radio? Did you know what it ran?
I was seeing the 3 flash up on the screen.
Oh, right, okay.
When I went
over. Because a lot of people, man, they're trying to pull it
radios.
Up.
We're not that flash, man. We can't afford them fuckers.
Maybe now a bit of prize money, you get the headset. So
you won the prize money, man. That's where you need the radios to talk shit on the radio now.
Yeah.
Now for you, is it just about how much you're going to gap people? Is that what the plan is now?
Nah, we got rid of the front end and the doors to Steve Smith. So
I saw that. I'm like, what the hell's going on there? You're going to run with no hood?
Nah, we're going to go back to America and fuck some people up over there, I think.
Woo!
There you go.
Heard it
Why
here.
not? Why not?
So what's the story? What's the plan there, man?
The plan's to get it back to Kevin's shop and then yeah, go from there.
Oh,
what
it's
happens.
cagey there. Does that mean lights out? What's the story?
I don't know. We want to change a few things, so we'll see what happens.
So, a few things happen around, but the plan is to race it again in the US, yeah?
Yeah, that's for sure. Yep.
Well, man, you've got the title, you've got the crown here. We just want to know what was the feeling like for the team when you got them all back? I mean, what was it like when you've actually got the fucking time slip in your hand and it says the Jared Wood? What was the elation like? What set the scene for the people that were watching that weren't at Kenda, man?
Man, well, when I come down the finish line, Sean was there. They told me, man, you run that 3, and then when we got back to the pits, it was like, fuck yeah. So it was VBs all round.
VBs all around. I like that. Well, mate, we've got our next special guest, but we want you to stay on the line with us, Jared. We've got the Donald Long, and shit, I think he's going to get messy. So we're just waiting for Donald to join us, man, and have a chat with you, mate. Being that you are Australia's first 3-second radial car, and Donald was actually trying to come to the race. I don't know if you know that and how close he was to coming on, but Donald was probably a couple of weeks away from coming down. He had had some family things that came up and he had to take care of. But man, he wanted to be here to watch that. But he's pretty excited about it. So I'm just waiting for him to join us, man. And we want you to have a chat with him. So hang with us, man. Have you got a beer in your hand or what?
Nah, I'm at work, bro.
Oh, right. So you can't drink apparently.
Oh, you can, but yeah,
mate, that's not happening. So it's all good there. But who have we got while Donald's joining us? Oh, we got Billy Driscoll.
Billy Driscoll, mate.
Oh, there you go. That's like Donald's right-hand man. So
there's Laura too.
Sorry, what was that?
Laura and Terry Parks.
Oh yeah, man, we've got heaps. Oh, TKM to the front. So here's what we're going to do. Does someone want to start asking Jared some questions? Any fan questions about what it's like to now be the Jared Woods? Are kids stopping you in the street now, Jared? Are you signing the autographs, people's dashboards? You know, what's the story there, man? Because that's what you deserve. You're the radial king, brother.
Yeah, and I had done nothing, bro. She's just straight back to work, eh?
Ah, come on, man.
I think you better get some printed tees up ready, mate. What are you doing? You got some shirts ready?
A couple of sponsors would be good. Hey, Laura.
Well, someone's got to do something.
There we have the Laura Mullins.
Maybe we could get Alan's on board. We could call it the Jaffa.
Scotty Harkers reckons, are you going nitrous now?
Fuck that, man. I want to win, Scotty.
Yeah.
TJW, you're in trouble, man. Laura wants to know where the Tim Tams are at.
Yeah, I've already got them. They're on the way. Next week.
On the way.
Laura, you heard it there. That was live, man. They're on the way. On the way. Any other questions for the Jared Wood?
Oh, Dave Wright, the Dingleberry.
Where's Kevin? Is Kevin there?
There
Laura,
he is.
get Kevin on. He's in the shop.
Kevin's there now. Hey, Mullins.
There he is. He's watching now. Hold on.
Get him on.
Why can't I?
TKM, get on. Is he on his phone or is he watching on the laptop? Kevin Mullins there. He's got to be on his phone, brother.
Hold on.
He'll be driving to work.
Oh,
well, he's got to pull over or something.
Most deserved and modest winner
in radial. That's from Kyle Hoff, mate. Spoke like a champ, mate.
Thanks heaps, Kyle.
Why can't we get him on? What's going on here? Kevin Mullins. Kevin Mullins, I know you're watching. You need to pull over and refresh. We need to have a quick word to you. We can see you there.
There he goes. You just wrote, yo.
Go. Where is he? What's happening here?
Maybe he needs to request. Kevin, can you request to come on, man?
Sammy Tompkins is on. He better be on the way to work. Sammy's been doing the graveyard shift.
The whole TKM crew's
I
on.
will say this, TKM. Machining, power in machining. Hashtag power in machining. I'll never forget those words years ago.
Hold on. We're having technical difficulties.
Kevin Mullins. What's he writing there? VJW. If you can hear us, if you can get on, it'd be great. Are they on their laptops or what's going on with their iPads or something? iPad, you should be able to grab it and get on.
Yeah.
Who else is on there? You on your break there at work, Jared?
Nah, I was on day shift, but I'm just in my
You're the
room
boss.
now.
You're the
Was
boss
that
there,
the
so
boss?
that's been a problem.
Nah, I'm no boss.
You are, man. You ran 399s. Tell them, mate. Have they worked it out?
Oh, I think everyone has now. Where's Perry?
Perry who?
Bullivant. I haven't seen him.
Oh,
pop up.
Bullet. Sorry, man.
The guy that lives in the 4 O's.
Jeez, that's
Oh, you know
upset.
what? I think we can only bring one person on at a time.
Really? What's going on there?
All right, so we can only bring one person on at a time. From what I can see here.
Why is that?
I don't know, man. That's what it's telling me here.
It's 2018, one person at a time. Someone sending me a photo of a goat here or something. I don't know what's going on there, but
It's the goat.
I don't know. There's a goat there. I don't know what's going on there, but anyway.
Well, Jared,
the
man,
phone's going off.
it looks as though we can only bring one person on at a time, brother. So
Yeah, that's
we're
all right.
gonna shout out with Donald and yourself, man. And look, the goal I gather from you is to get some sponsors to help you out. But you want to race the car back in the US with Kevin. And really show what it's got. We know exactly where that car's at. We know the mile an hour it can run as well, man. So you got a lot more in it there as well. Firstly, man, congratulations, brother. We really are very proud to be able to say Australia's run its first 3, and the Jared Wood has run it, Victor.
Jared, just quickly, just on sponsors, mate. A gentleman by the name of Kevin Gillespie has just come on and said, I will sponsor you some paint work for the Mustang. Well, there you go. Kevin Gillespie.
Thanks, Kevin.
There you go. He's stepping up to the plate. That's awesome. Maybe you can get in touch there with us or with you after the live feed and, yeah, do something
When
there.
you're talking
Sorry?
talking to Donald Long there, old Duck, tell him I want a couple of VIP tickets for me and the old man.
All right, we're going to hit him up.
For no
Hit him up.
mercy.
We're going to hit him up for you, mate. No problem.
Cheers,
Hey,
bud.
tell me, Jared, let's try something in 2018. Can you bring someone else live on your feed? See how you're watching me. Can you bring Kevin Mullins on your feed?
Just go to your phone.
What do you go to this thing?
Yeah, so see down the bottom, there's like a little photo. There's a little person with another photo there. Just tap it and see if you get a list of names that come up.
And see if it comes up ad.
Hold on.
Here we go. Someone wants to join. Here
Oh, no, that's Jared asking to join up.
That's me trying to join you.
Yeah, okay. So now try and join Kevin. Will that let you do it?
No, I don't think you can.
Okay, cool.
Ad doesn't come up down the side of the page.
Well, if there's any tech wizards out there, let us know how to bring more than 5 people on. Lock in the man's tickets. Boom!
You've got them.
2 VIP tickets, man. Bang!
There you go. Donald Long. Done. How's that?
Can you read that? Donald Long, lock in the man's tickets.
There you go, mate. Mr. 3 seconds to the front. The Jared Wood. You got your VIP tickets. Donald Long.
Thanks, Duck. I'll see you at the gate with Kevin.
Making drag racing great again. Donald Long, ladies and gentlemen.
Operation Radial Freedom, bringing the radial people of the world together. Look at that.
There it is.
Look at that. He asked and we delivered.
He got it, man.
He got
That's big.
Woo! The Jared Wood. So, Donald, we're going to bring you on in a second, brother. But, mate, what you are looking at here is you are looking at Australia's fastest man on radials. He ran the first 3-second pass. We're currently doing the list like Street Outlaws. But at the end of the day, man, we've got Jared Wood here. And apparently he's coming to the US. And Donald Long's just gone, BAM! VIP, motherfuckers!
There you go. There you go. It is after 9. Hopefully kids are asleep on this.
No, there's no kids up. Put all your kids to bed, man. This is not PG rated, this thing. Especially after we started on these, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, mister.
Jared, cheers to you, man.
All right,
Congratulations,
boys.
brother.
Thank
Thank you, man. Thanks for everything that you did, and congratulations to you and the family and the team. Well done, man.
Well deserved,
Bye,
mate.
boys.
Congrats,
See ya.
mate.
Thanks, man. Well done.
Cheers.
Well done.
Number 1.
Clause, number one.
mate.
Oh, actually, 3.
Line 3.
Three.
Three.
See you, boys.
Cheers, mate.
Cool, man. Thanks.
good-
Well done. Congratulations, brother.
Well done.
All right, so
Got him off.
I don't know how Donald fucking does this every week, but anyway.
Anyway,
Okay, so we got V. I see they've all come back on now. Okay, where is he?
if any tech guys know how to get multiple chats live, please let us know. I'm still, what am I? I'm still using a carburetor. There's somewhere in the back here.
Hold
so
on, I can't even see Donald Long on here. What the fuck's going on here?
Donald Long, He's on. We know he's somewhere. Add him, brother. Where are you? Donald, we're trying to add you.
Oh no, that's adding Claire and Jared.
No, drop that.
Hold on. Where is he? I've got to tell him. Hold on.
Is that Donald Long's replacement beside of you? Well, we've got the big dirty chain and the big radial and the clock. We've got the hat out the back, the outlaw radial on the outlaw radial hat on tyre. All I need is a big fur coat.
All right, he's back. Hold
Anyway.
on. Let's find him.
Maybe you can ask Donald why